welcome back to the show. It is a slightly downbeat for the market, but let's discuss some stocks that have been in the news. Justdial is a stock that has been in focus. In fact, yesterday the stock was up about 3% and in general has been having quite a good run in the markets. The company has now moved into new terrain. So they've gone ahead and launched the transaction-enabled services. We've all called up Justdial to get numbers, but now they've launched services like food delivery, wine delivery, bus ticket booking, etc. So let's see how much that may contribute to the business. Ramkumar the CFO of Justdial, is with us to talk about that. Hi Ram, thanks for joining us on the show. Just straight down to the financials, what could the contribution to the overall revenue stream be from these transaction-enabled services?
Yeah, good morning Sonia and Lata. It is too premature right now to talk about numbers on any of these transaction plus service, the transaction services or search plus services. We have launched it right now, what we call as natural extension of what users already do when they do on our search on our platform. So we have just started with many of these products like food delivery, table reservation, we have doctor's appointment booking, and we have our own version of marketplace. These have just been launched and too premature to talk of any number, but I must say that we are very excited about the opportunity that we are talking about, because the way the ecosystem is evolving in India, if you really look at it, we are seeing a similar kind of shifts in the way people access internet, similar to what we witnessed when people moved from landline to mobile telephone in the telecom space. Similarly, more and more people are moving on to internet through the mobile platform. More and more people are, spending more time on WhatsApp and Facebook, etc. So there's already a level of comfort which is the common users are getting, doing many things on the internet. We are simply positioning ourselves to say that you could do, when you do search for many of these day-to-day things, not only can you do search, but you can also transact. And in the process for many of these things, there will be a convenience which we provide to the users of doing all those things on a single platform. Also in products, in our service like marketplace, people will be able to discover best prices for the product, especially for branded goods. And this is one of the unique platforms which provides an opportunity for a user to discover prices for offline stores, which is not done so far, and it's a very unique platform in that way. So each of this could evolve into what shape, it's difficult to say, but we see a very, very big opportunity in this, and it's more to do with the way the user will evolve and the changing behavior of the user, and we are positioning ourselves to basically do whatever it is wherever the users are going, and what we anticipate that users will do going forward on a platform like ours, which enables them to do many different things on a single platform.
So Ram, what you're saying is that in the current Search Plus that you have launched, viewers or customers will be able to compare several wines, compare several food delivery outlets, and then pick for transaction any one of them, compare prices and order. Is that what your app offers?
No, in some of the cases it will simply be order. For example, in restaurant, it will simply be order, you can order food, any of the restaurant. But when it comes to say branded products, the users will have the ability to compare prices among the different vendors who are offering, and these will be vendors who will be in your neighborhood, and in most likelihood these vendors will provide same-day delivery because the ecosystem already exists. What we are doing is simply bridging the gap that exists today between those offline stores and millions of those users who are doing transaction, and giving them an online discovery and offline fulfillment. So you will see that a lot of these prices for many of these goods will be competitive as compared to any of the online, plus same-day delivery, almost.
But how much?
Or most of the cases, no, because
when will you meaningfully make money, Ram? I mean, I know you're from the start not tying yourself to numbers, but when will this yield any money? Because this is a crowded space. A lot of people are already offering transactions on the net, and have hooked on customers. So, I mean, will you meaningfully say, from these search plus apps, will you make 10% more revenues in the next 12 months? Give us some direction.
No, okay. Now let me put it this: some of the monetization processes already began for some of the services like food order, table delivery, flower delivery, etc. Now, for some others, it will be monetizations to start in in due course, in pretty soon. Now, it is difficult for me to tie up to a number. You have to pardon me for that, because we don't know what shape all this could take. We have been consistently maintaining that we will be offering many different things apart from what we already launched. There are several other products which are in the pipeline.
Right.
So these will be launched in various phases, and commercialization of all these products will start as soon as these things are products are launched, and it will attain various stages of maturity as far as commercialization is concerned. So you will see in the next 12 months, a lot of these products which we already launched will be at various stages of commercialization. So, but difficult for me to put a number exactly what percentage of the revenue it will contribute. Definitely these will contribute to the revenue.
Okay. What about the investments that you will need to roll out these services, in the sense that will you be increasing your employee base by quite a bit?
Now, what we have is that we will have one integrated sales force, and definitely we will be adding, we will be augmenting our overall sales force. That's the advantage that we have on our platform, is there will be one integrated sales force, there will be one integrated operational infrastructure for both search and search plus. So if you really look at it, will there be a separate investment that we will be doing on search plus? Actually, on the sales front it will be integrated, but on the technology side definitely we will be augmenting, we will be adding more people. But having said that, it won't be a big amount. We have launched several of these products without any material investment, I would put it this way, leveraging our existing technology infrastructure, etc. So you will see us having a leveraging our existing infrastructure to sort of address the market that we are talking about, both on the search and the search plus.
Okay, I just had one question on what kind of margins do you generally enjoy in these value-added services, and will it help increase your margin profile? Because the last time you had indicated to analysts that you expect your margins to increase by about 200 basis points by the time FY14 ends. Do you hold on to that guidance, or do you think that because of these value-added services your margin profile could increase further?
We believe that our steady state margin can, as we maintain, can improve for this year between 150 to 200 basis points. We maintain that guidance. I would put it this way, even though we don't give guidance, we maintain that statement. As far as these value-added services, these search plus services are concerned, as I mentioned, these are I would say that not much big investments are going into this, and you would see that they should contribute meaningfully to the margin expansion as we move forward. But having said that, we are still at a phase where we believe that reinvesting a lot of our margin potential back into the business in terms of augmenting the sales force, investing in technology, etc. So to that extent, we are still in the investment phase, but definitely we believe, given the operating leverage inherent in the business model, we will see some margin expansion happening going forward.
All right, we'll leave it at that, Ram. Thank you very much for joining us with your perspective on the new applications that you all have introduced. That's Justdial at the moment up about 0.7, but even assuming that 28% growth which they're doing pro rata and the 30% margins, it is still at something like 76 times current year earnings and
frightfully expensive,
60 times next year earnings. We have to keep that in mind. Take a break. Up next, it's the Global Perspective.